You got a lot to live up to now.
Good morning, Billy. How are you?
Well, you guys have a lot to live up to with season 1 ending. Come on! So how are you going to wow us in season 2?
Listen, it's not my job to wow you, okay? We're making a TV show that's God, we're just blessed to be back, aren't we? You know? You make a show like this, and often, as we've seen throughout the years, often it doesn't go longer than one season. Sometimes not longer than a couple of episodes. So we're looking forward to bigger, better, faster, which it seems to be already. We just finished episode 1 and just starting episode 2 now, and it's become. It really has, from the first half of the season last year to the second half of the season, it kind of shifted and became a heightened version of itself. And now it seems to be, instead of reaching for things, it's kind of like getting underneath itself. And it's, I think, much sort of deeper, darker show we're moving into.
Can you tease anything about your personal journey in season 2? Or like where
not yet. I mean, I have no idea yet. But
what do you think?
I can tell you that the event of the finale last year did come to some fruition. Some bombs did hit. We're carrying that around with us. There's some stuff that we have the characters have no idea about what happened. There's a bit of a sort of a black, not the more of a mental one than and then we sort of split into pockets at the beginning of this season. There's a couple of characters are over here, a couple of characters over there. They're all sort of separated.
Talk about for Miles and Monroe. Where do we find their relationship in the first episode?
We find Miles and Monroe in bed.
Yes.
They're not around each other in the beginning of the season, so I have no idea where it's going. I wish I had a better answer.
So who's in the group with Miles then when they're in episode 1?
Well, we start out and Miles and Charlie and Rachel and Aaron are still together, but quickly separated.
What about Miles and Rachel's relationship?
Again, we start out in bed.
Revolution orgy.
It's there's apparently there's more sex on the show this year. There's a great quote, huh?
I'm tweeting that right now.
He's like, I gotta go rechange the scripts now.
Miles and Rachel at the moment are in the same vicinity, but nothing of that nature is happening right now because there's a little too much drama going on.
There's some fans that kind of speculate that Miles could be Charlie's father. Is there any thoughts on that? Not whether it's true or not, but just the fan speculation of that?
It's been speculated since day one, I think, by us as well. If that turns out to be the case, then sure, we'll have some more stuff to play with there. But I honestly don't know. It's possible, sure. A lot of things are possible.
Do you think there was an episode in season 1 where you feel like the show really hit its stride?
I'm sorry?
An episode in season 1 where the show really hit its stride, really figured out what it was doing?
It kind of came in a couple of strides for me, in my opinion. There were episodes that really sort of, there are ones that are more informational, and there are ones, the ones that I kind of get more enjoyment out of, the ones that really kind of dig into the characters more and not so much focus on the action. So it went in like waves for me. So like, if you can see this, it did this.
When are you gonna get your swords back? I mean, what's the weaponry you got? Right away. Going back to the swords? Is that what you prefer?
It's what Burke prefers. No, I haven't. I mean, I've loved it. That's some of the most fun that we have is creating those battle sequences. It's great stuff. It's like being a kid with running around the woods with a stick. It's good stuff.
Tracy was telling us that she wants to try to go for a weekend without electricity.
I'm sorry?
Tracy was telling us she wants to try to go for a weekend without electricity. Any chance you want to try something like that or other things too?
No. I've made it quite clear that I personally, as a human being, not the character, would not belong for this world in that situation. Yeah, my idea of camping is a bad hotel.
What are you looking forward to most about your journey? Obviously, you're in a lot of turmoil right now. The beginning of the season is going to be a lot, it sounds like, a repositioning, figuring out how to just, kind of survive in this new aftermath. But what's Miles' longer range goal now? Is it, a better sense of family? Is it really unraveling this mystery?
Again, I can't tell you for sure because I don't know. What I would think is that it's now sort of a reevaluation process because you spent all this time last season fighting for a lot of things, and then ending up wondering what he's fighting for. His sense of family is skewed as it is. It's still an enormous anvil to him. It's like a big backpack full of shit that he doesn't want to be carrying around. So whether or not he'll start trying to empty that out again, or whether he'll take on some more of it is that's kind of the question. I don't know.
Okay, so you're not going to tell us anything about season 2, but how much do they tell you?
It's not that I won't tell you. I just don't know.
Yeah, do you get some input into it though? And they let you suggest different ways to go?
Yes, I call Kripke every day and I say, this is what's going to happen.
And he listens to everything,
That's
right?
The input that we get actually is what happens with shows like this is the characters, we start to make the show, the writers start to watch the show, and they get influenced by what we're doing with those moments, and so that's kind of the input that we get. The input that we get is the performance that we put into it, and that sort of influences how the writing goes on from there. And I think that they get ideas from that, and they give us better ideas. Thusly.
Could you have anticipated the finale, not knowing anything from the beginning of the season to that final episode?
And this is the last question.
I don't spend a lot of time thinking that far ahead. But to answer honestly, I don't think so. I can't imagine I thought that's where it was going.
Thank you.